Since the age of 16, I always wanted to go to Costa Rica. Now, with my 26th birthday approaching and going through a breakup, I booked my flights. I was trying to mark a new chapter and fast-track my recovery, but instead I just felt embarrassed spending my birthday alone. So to shake off this feeling, I went paddleboarding underneath the Arena volcano. A volcano which erupted from 1968 to 2010, deeming it still active. I was also lucky enough to be the first person onto the lake at 9 AM, so this turned out to be my most peaceful birthday yet. I just didn't appreciate how much I needed to slow down until now. I always dreamt of buying a plane ticket and going with the flow. So for this trip, I only had my first few nights accommodation booked, but instead of feeling more freedom, I was burnt out by the constant planning and budgeting. I had also maxed out my camera storage, lost my tripod and finished my data. Therefore, I rented this shack and spent the next 4 days recouping. Little did I know I would break something else more important which I still need to repair. If you're planning to visit Costa Rica, you should definitely hire a car. I travelled with the local buses, but some only run once per day. I also didn't realise that the middle of the island is all mountainous terrain, so to reach my next stop I had to travel back up the west coast to San Jose, then back down along the east coast. But I was finally headed for the Caribbean coast.
Diving into concrete, so bittersweet, Keep losing sleep while driving in the backseat. What's left of me?
The expectation I had from this trip was for it to be thrilling and euphoric. Instead, I felt very focused and grounded. Rather than going out and socialising, I was spending my time filming, editing and downloading footage to free space and film again. I was feeling the ups and downs of losing camera gear, chasing and missing shots, but none of that mattered anymore as I was finally dedicating what felt like endless time to filming. I even broke my camera in the sea as I thought it was waterproof, and I bounced back the next day and refilmed everything on my iPhone. This surprised me because usually I would have a massive breakdown and cry over this stuff, but I just felt so carefree that I was able to just try again. The basal ganglia is an ancient part of the brain which determines habit formation. This is what creates that switched off experience when we perform everyday tasks. This is supposed to leave us with more room for creative thinking, but personally it leaves me too depleted for my own passions. So for me, solo travel is a way to escape the day-to-day life for long enough, where I can recover from burnout and focus on being creative again. It begins as escapism and then becomes exploration. So, to my surprise, this trip didn't need to be anything more than that.